Hi and welcome back tonight. Tonight I'd like to talk about using other people's money to start your business. So you'd ask yourself, why would you even consider using other people's money to help you start up your business in the first place? It's your business. Well, there are a number of reasons and all of them are pretty legitimate for using other people's money. So usually in the early days of a business, when everything needs to be implemented and set up, the overhead costs could add up to more cash than you personally have available. Funding your project could be one of the biggest hurdles a new entrepreneur has to cover. So today there are many options open to you, which is hugely different than about 40 years ago, when you may have had to ask friends and family or go along to the bank and see if you could get a loan. So let's discuss a couple of the funding platforms that are new on the scene first. So my favourite by far is crowdfunding. It's a relatively new system, and crowdfunding was first recorded back in 1997 when a British rock group funded a reunion tour with crowdfunding. So after this effort, a business called Artist Share became the first official crowdfunding platform in the year 2000. There are also microloans if you're an entrepreneur from one of the countries that qualify for this assistance, and they're both relatively new. So there are a lot of traditional options available to small business, which are usually more popular with traditional bricks and mortar businesses. So applying for a small business grants or a small business loan, or even looking for funding from a private investor, are three ways that you could fund your business. Now, funding your business is a really big thing lately. I mean, they've even made a TV show out of it called Shark Tank, haven't they? The only thing here is that these people usually spend a lot of their own money. They've developed their product, and to really get it off the ground, they need super investors to come along. And that's where they go on the TV show Shark Tank. In all of these examples, there will definitely ultimately be a cost to you, and weighing up all the different pros and cons will be the most difficult task before you decide which is the best fit for you. So in the early days, your startup may need a lot of cash if you're paying for products to stock before you sell them. And it's fairly expensive to stock up an entire store. But believe it or not, if you don't have a handle on your growth, and your growth gets out of hand and it grows so fast, this could also actually be quite dangerous. So what I mean by this is you might have a really great product that's going to be in high demand, and all of a sudden you've got orders coming out of everywhere, but you have no cash flow to produce these products to be able to sell. So the negative cash flow there can create the disaster, and your business may even implode right from the beginning if you're not really careful. And this has actually happened a number of times to some pretty well-known entrepreneurs. I mean, Jamie Oliver, for one, the celebrity chef. That's what happened to Jamie. His restaurants grew exponentially. They didn't have a really good handle on the growth and everything like that. And pretty soon a lot of his businesses had to close down, and a lot of staff lost jobs and became unemployed, and that's really, really sad. Do you remember the Dell computers? Well, this almost happened to the Dells as well. They were a techno giant in the 90s. They're still around today, but in the 90s they were really, really big. And they actually ran short of cash too. They were getting orders, but they had to wait for the orders to be made to get the cash come in. So the developer of this company, I think his name is Michael Dell, he actually developed a system that said that the customers had to pay for the product He then had the cash to go and buy the bits and bobs to build his computers and then supply them. So he had reversed the cash flow cycle and used it very, very well. So maybe you can decide on that in your startup as well if you've got a product that fits that. So the amount of money that you need for a startup varies greatly and depends on what sort of business you're investing in. But it's fair to say that any business that wants to start needs some capital investment of some sort. And finances are usually the difference between a business being a success or failing. So your decision on how you go is a really big one to make. Now, when I decided I wanted a business on my own and needed to start with minimal financial investment, I actually chose affiliate marketing. And I went with an online affiliate legendary marketer. So that's the niche that I chose, and that's an online marketing education system. Because if you learn to market and you have a brilliant product, but you've got the marketing skills behind you, well, you've won. So this was developed in around 2016 by a guy named Dave Sharp, who's a very experienced online entrepreneur. So you need to have money to invest in yourself, even if it's an online affiliate business. And an affiliate business is when you sell somebody else's well-known, well-developed, already sought-after product. But you still need to have some tools to be able to do that. You also want to learn how to market online. You also need a couple of tools, a landing page, a website, a capture page, Aweber, or a email system. But it's pretty hand controllable, and if you had to borrow some money, it wouldn't be tens and tens of thousands. There are rules with affiliate marketing, but it's pretty much your own business, how you run it to sell their amazing product. So I hope I've helped you tonight and understand the different ways of funding a business, whether it's by yourself. And if you've been lucky enough to be able to squirrel some money away and you've got the funding to start yourself, and you can actually either leave your job or work part-time while you're building your business online, that is even great. But I wish you all the best in the journey that you're having, and let me know how you go. And if you already haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe below. Give me a thumbs up if you think I've given you any value at all. And I'd also love to have a comment, some feedback from you. I'd really appreciate the feedback. Anyhow, thanks for stopping by. Have a great day, evening, wherever you are in the world, and talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.